I wanted to do something different. I wanted to show off the books that I got from Barnes and Noble on one of my vacation days. This may not be a very requested video, but it's something that I'm passionate about, and I've really felt the urge to just make this video. So let's get to it. So if you've watched my previous novel video, which was like a long time ago, you know about these Lost Hero by Rick Riordan and the Percy Jackson series. It's one of the best books I've ever read. This book, this was also good. I'm still in the works with this book, but this is actually pretty interesting because you actually know the plot device already, and you're just kind of working backwards, right? So if you guys watch that video, you know about these, so I'm gonna move these to the side. Alright guys, I got them. So this is the one that I'm also reading. I shouldn't be reading two books at the same time, but well, so be it. But I'm reading Stephen King's The Langoliers. I'm literally like a couple pages in, like I'm right there, you know, so I can't really give an opinion about the book so far, but it's Stephen King. It has good reviews. A friend recommended to me, so hey, I think it's gonna be good. Alright. This book, I'm actually kinda sad that I got this book, not because I don't think it's a bad book, but because I'm one of the readers where, you know, the cover of the book, like they say that don't judge a book by its cover, but I kind of do, and I impulsively bought this book. But I realized after getting home that this is the second book in the series, and I don't know what the first one is. But this is the Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Galig. Ooh, I like that. I like this last name. It a palindrome is the same forwards as it is backwards, but anyway. But yeah, I got this book because it's like front row and center in my Barnes and Noble. I'm like, ooh, that looks like an amazing book. So I bought it, but I quickly realized that this is the second one. So I'm actually gonna read this a bit differently than I would if I was just enjoying a book. So I am a author, as you guys know, and sometimes I use reference work just to see if like I'm missing anything from my book. And this isn't like a form of plagiarism, it's just there are certain, you know, things in a book that makes a book a well-written book. And sometimes I use other people's book not to read it like for its intended purpose, but just to like go through the motions of like, okay, there's a setting, there's this, there's that, but what else am I missing from my own book? I gotta use it like this. So that's one thing that I'm gonna use this book for. Okay, now I'm gonna grab all of these on my little bookshelf over here and go through these one by one. I'm gonna start from the biggest book to the book I'm really looking forward to the most. So this book is by Claire Legrand, and it is called The Crown of Ivy and Glass. And I actually made sure, funny enough, that this is book one. I don't know why, I just kind of impulsively grab for things and then have to pay the price later when I'm like, oh, this is the first book, this is the second book, oh well, right? But once again, I'm someone who kind of judges by cover. I know I shouldn't be doing that, but this book cover is amazing. I never thought of the combination of ivy and glass before, and I thought, whoa, that's a really cool concept. But this is also from another Times bestseller. Once again, I didn't read it, but I did open up the front cover, and I will just let you know right now, if there is a map in your book and it's good, I am head over heels for your book. I love adventure books and like magical books, fantasy books. I'm even writing one now. So, you know, with kingdoms and castles and guilds and all that other stuff, if it has something even remotely close to those ideas, I'm gonna be very, very, very intrigued by your book. So yeah, this is the one that I'm gonna read. I try not to look up reviews of books before I buy them, so we're gonna see about this one. I'm gonna put this over Langoliers like this. It's kind of big, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. All right. This book. This is from Helen Wecker. The Golem and the Genie. This book kind of brings me nostalgia. I don't know if you guys remember like the little lining work for certain books. I don't know if Narnia has the lining of these books up here, but it gives a very regal feel, and the front has a very melancholy like exposure shot that I really enjoy. But another thing that I really enjoy, I don't know if you guys can see that, but do you see how the pages are a bit uneven? This tells me that this was like handmade or like purposely crafted to look like this. But this is very, very old school for me, and by old school I mean I saw a lot of books with this design back in my library around like 2006 through 2009. There's like a lot of books just trying to get into the fray of the industry, and I always gravitated towards those books because it seemed so out there, you know. And the thing is that this is a very subtle thing, but for some reason for me, I love these books. And I have a final book, and this book is the one that I am very, very excited to read. And this is called Light Lark. I don't know. So earlier I said like if it has something akin to like a magical system with guilds and kingdoms and stuff, I'm gonna be interested. This has it. I think it was on like the first page or something. Well, not the first page, but I don't know if you guys can see this. You see that? Curses and powers. I saw this and I immediately picked it up. I'm like, okay, yes, give me this. I want this. So if I had to make a like hierarchy on books that I'm really looking forward to reading, I usually save the best for last. So as you guys know, this one is going to be, this one is going to be used for reference when I'm writing my book. But I'm still, if I find something that I enjoy, I'm probably gonna pick up the first book and read through the first book and then get back to this one. So yeah, this is going to be my reference book. Let's see. I've read so many Stephen King books that I kind of know his style, but at the same time, he's Stephen King, so it's probably going to be something way out of left field. So, you know, I'm still reading this now, so I'm going to put that above Two Twisted Heart, Two Twisted Crowns, my bad. I'm going to put Crown and Ivy halfway through, so this is going to be 3 out of 5. And then, how can I not? These two just look amazing. Actually, I think I'm going to put this one third, because this one has a map. I sound like a kid, but Golem and Ginny is going to be third, and A Crown of Ivy and Glass Glass is going to be second. And then Light Lark, I'm really looking forward to. This is the book that I genuinely think I'm going to really, really enjoy after I hopefully get my skeleton for my book down. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it. This is a very long-ish video compared to anything else I've done. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Nevertheless, it's not an eating video, but I think it's just my way of becoming more personable with you guys and actually feeling, kind of more confident in myself. So yeah, peace.